start from the beginning. Where are you from originally?
I am from a large metropolitan area called Caledonia, Mississippi, with one blinking red light.
Wow. Good old Caledonia.
Yeah, Caledonia, Sea-Town.
I've never. Yeah, Sea Town. It's really bustling. I heard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's the population? Is it under fingers and toes? Like, can you count? Can you count it?
I don't think it. I don't think it's technically enough people to be called a town. I think it's still like a civilization. I think. I graduated from the high school. We graduated 85 people. So it's pretty small.
Wow. So you graduate high school. Did you go to college after that?
I did not. I joined the military straight out of high school.
Straight out of high school, you joined the military. Now, was that a decision when you were younger that you were like, hey, this is something I was always going to do? Or was this a high school decision where I just want to get the fuck out of this small town?
It was my buddy had wanted to do it our entire lives. And it came time to him to go up to the recruiting office, and he was nervous and wanted me to go with him. And so I went with him, and the next thing I know, I'm on a bus to boot camp. I don't really know what happened.
Wow. Did you have any interest or like specialized field? Like, hey, I want to be Marines, I want to be Army, I want to be Navy.
I'll be honest with you, man. I went through the whole process not even thinking that I was gonna even make it through there. I was on the bus thinking, hey, I'm here, but I don't know. I didn't believe in myself a lot back in those days, and so I kind of just took it all kind of like a day at a time. So sure. I didn't even expect to make it through boot camp, much less do it for 12 years. So.
Wow, 12 years. What did you end up in? What branch of military?
Oh, Army.
Army.
So
okay.
I joined the Army, and then, my last duty assignment is what brought me here to South Carolina. So I got put on a recruiting duty, my last duty assignment. So, so I got here in South Carolina, and, I was bored in recruiting duty, so I started making some videos, I guess.
Yeah. Are you still in the military? Are you out now?
I am out. So December 1st of last year, I got out.
Oh, right on. Congratulations.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
How was it? Did you enjoy your time in?
Yeah, I did. For me, it was, I really enjoyed the first 6 years. And the last 6 years, it's not that I hated it. It's just, I never really anticipated doing it for forever.
Sure.
And anyway, I got married. We ended up having kids, and so I stayed in longer than I really wanted to. And anyway, but no. Overall, I look back on my military career fondly.
No, that's great because it's hit and miss for some people. Some people were like, I wanted to get out of there. Some people were like, man, I wish I could have stayed longer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of person that goes the full 20. I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed everybody who gets out says the same thing where they're like, man, I don't know who the people that can go the full 20 are.
That was me. I would just, oh God, I had another freaking, 8 years I had to do, and I couldn't do it.
There was no thought whatsoever of like, dude, I'm just gonna grit this last 8 out.
No, none whatsoever. For me, I had been looking for. I knew I was burnt out, right? And so, I was at E6, E7 was around the corner, and I just, there was a part I didn't want to do it anymore, and so I knew that I wasn't going to be a very good soldier anymore because I was done with it. I was right. Over it. And so in my opinion, a big problem with the military these days is people that should have gotten out a long time ago didn't and are now in, leadership roles and things. And it just makes everything worse in my opinion. So I wasn't going to be that person.
That pissed off guy who's taking it out on everybody else?
Yeah, that pissed off guy and, wife left because you've been in there for forever. And, and all this kind of stuff. And anyway, I just wasn't going to do it. And so I knew that I wanted to get out. I just had absolutely no freaking clue what I was going to do. Because yeah, like I said, I didn't go to college. You know, I mean, I military was all I knew, and so
Sure. So you get out. What's that transition like? Of all right, I'm out of something I've been doing for the last 12 years of my life. Obviously through your videos, was entertainment part of your plan of like I think I'm going to give this a try?
I will say that there are a lot of guys that struggle really bad, you know, going into civilian life and things. I got very lucky. And so for me, I started hitting this social media thing about 3 or 4 months before I decided to get out. And so it got to a point where, you know, I was trying to decide if I wanted to pull the trigger on getting out, had no idea what I was going to do, but this social media thing was starting to take off. And I had started figuring out, you know, hey, you know, I might be able to make some money doing this. And it was kind of one of those gut check moments, you know, and that was an interesting conversation between me and my wife too, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure. That was going to be my next question because we've all had that conversation with our wives of like, hey,
yeah.
So I'm gonna do this thing in entertainment. What? So you're gonna make videos, and you think that's gonna take care of your family? Is that?
Oh yeah, exactly. It went just like that. I think I introduced it kind of like, hey, babe, you know the whole guaranteed paycheck and health insurance and and retirement, all that stuff. Yeah, I'm done with all that. I'm gonna go make videos in my car for a living. So as you can probably imagine, the initial response was kind of a concern.
Yeah, I can see the look in her eyes. I don't even know what your wife looks like. I can already see the look in her eyes of disappointment and like, what the fuck are you doing?
She was terrified, and looking back now, I get it. I mean, I really do. I get it. And so she was mortified about, what the crap are we going to do? How are you going to make money doing all this kind of stuff? And anyway, so like I said, I got lucky. That was November 1st. I decided that I was going to get out. And that's what I was going to do. I was going to get out. That was on November the 1st. November the 8th, the election happened of President Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And November 9th, I dropped what we all want to say about the presidential election video. And that still to this day is my biggest video I've ever done. And it changed everything. I mean, it absolutely changed everything.
How many millions of views did that get?
I don't know where we're at in views now. I will say that I know that it reached 97 million people.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those foundational changing videos on Facebook, for a page.
Sure.
Anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
It jumped the like count like 500,000 in a week. And so,
man,
yeah, I got lucky. I mean, I really did. I'm not above saying the truth of what happened. The truth is I got very lucky. And
well, look, with a lot of social media, there's a lot of great content out there that isn't being seen because people don't have the fans or whatever. There is an element of luck to all of this social media wise, because you still need people to watch it, share it, like it, especially for somebody who's unknown.
Very much, yeah, very true.
Yeah, so when that dropped, so how long have you had the Facebook page? Where did you start at before that video dropped? How many likes did you have on your Facebook page?
So the daily rant or the ranting thing actually started on Instagram. So it never even really was on Facebook originally.
Gotcha.
So what happened was I got almost run off the road by an old woman one day. And so I made this little video, back when Instagram was 15 seconds, I made this little video about people who can't drive. And in it, I did that little high pitched thing that I do.
Right.
And at the time, it got like 12 comments and all this other kind of stuff. So back then I was like, hey, this is a good video.
Yeah.
And so I started doing that. So Instagram, every day I was doing, and that's why the daily rant thing kind of started, because every day I was doing some kind of little 15-second little something. And anyway, so August of 2016, Instagram had gone up to a minute by this point, and so the rants had started becoming kind of what people are used to now.
Right.
And I made a minute-long rant, and it was what we all want to say to fitness people on Instagram. And somebody wrote, and they said, hey, man, these are really funny. You should put these on Facebook, because Facebook that has the ability to share. And I'd been doing this for like a year on Instagram, and I thought, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. And so August 1st, I created the Facebook page. And then August 10th, I shared the video from Instagram, and it was my first viral video. And so, so the page has only been around about a year and a half now.
That is complete insanity to me.